Hi, thank you for joining me today. So we're going to be taking care of your hands. Is it okay if I touch your hands? Okay, great. Okay, and so I think what we're going to be doing, we're going to clean them, we're going to buff your nails, and then we're going to moisturize them, and then hopefully you'll be feeling fresh and rejuvenated after that. I'd like to start though by first offering you a cup of tea. This is chamomile tea. It's going to help you relax. And yes, it is an owl shape. Here we have a number of mugs. They're all different. We like to offer to our clients. No two mugs that we have are the same. And today you're getting one that looks like an owl. I know it is cute. So would you like to take this? And you can just sip on that and relax. Yeah, chamomile is one of my favorites. Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to be lighting a match. I want you to take a deep breath in and breathe out. We're gonna light the match, and I want you to think of an intention while I'm doing this. So as I light it and as it burns, think of something you'd like to focus on for today. Maybe that's being calm, maybe that's being present in the moment, whatever you think would be helpful for you. So we're going to light that now. And we're just going to let it burn while you think of your intention. Watch as the flame slowly goes down the match. Okay, so we're going to clear the air. And now I'd like you to take one more deep breath in and breathe out. Okay, so first we are going to wash your hands. I'm going to spray your hands with water, and then I'm going to apply this Dead Sea soap to them, and then we'll dry them. I am going to put the towel under your hands for now, just so we don't soak the table. So we have this nice green towel, if you want to feel that. It's nice and soft. Okay, so I'm going to have you lift your hands. Okay, great. And I want you to listen to the sounds of this bottle. I find sometimes the sound of liquid being shaken in a bottle is really relaxing. I'm not sure why, but it just seems to be. And yes, we like to reuse materials to try to reduce how much we throw away and recycle. So this used to be a room spray that had Iowa pine scent, but now it's just a water bottle. Okay, and so I'm going to spray this hand. Flip it over. And we're going to do this one. Flip it over. Okay. And so I'd like to show you. I have this soap with, it's made from Dead Sea salt. I find Dead Sea salt soaps to be just really nice. I think your skin feels really nice after. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to let you smell this first. I think it smells really nice. Yeah, I can't really describe what scents are in it, but it's really nice. And when we first ordered these the box that it came in, the whole box smelled like this. It was really nice. It's one of my favorite soaps. So we're just gonna spray your hands just a little bit more. And we're just gonna clean your hands a little bit. Okay, you actually don't need a lot, so I'm just gonna rub that around. And we're gonna flip your hands over and get the tops. Do a little bit more. Between the fingers, in between the fingers. Okay, let me just put this soap away. And now we're gonna rinse off your hands. Just gonna get them very wet to make sure we get all of that soap off. Rinse mine a little bit too. Okay, so I'm going to take this towel and we're just gonna dry your hand. Get in between. Get the other hand. I don't know what it is, but something as simple as just cleaning your hands with a soap that you really like can just be really nice. I also feel that way about my feet. I don't know about you. Something about cleaning the feet with a nice soap. It's just a really small thing you can do for self-care. There's nothing wrong with buying a bunch of things for self-care or sometimes treating yourself to a spa, but that's not always affordable. And I think sometimes companies try to capitalize on the idea of self-care, but really just taking a moment for yourself to be present, to take care of your body, I think that can count as self-care as well. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe the table under you. Okay, so yeah, so they feel nice and clean now. That's great. Okay. So what I was thinking we would do is buff your nails. Have you ever had that done before? Okay, so this is a nail buffer that we have. There's different sides to it. Some of it feels kind of like sandpaper with different coarseness, and then some of it is smoother. So the one with the most coarse grit to it, that's really just like a nail file to get the edges. And this pink one, it's a much smoother, it has a little bit of grit to it. And we use that on top of the nail to remove any ridges or imperfections. Then we move to the white, and that kind of just smooths out after we've gotten rid of the imperfections. And then finally, this gray one is very smooth if you feel it. So that will buff it. So at the end, your nails will look really just shiny and smooth. And I'll let you feel. So that's the rough one. That's the second. Smoothest. Does that sound okay to you? Okay, so I'm going to just see if there's any nails that need to be filed. So they actually look pretty good. There's only a few that really look like they need it. Maybe the pinky here. Yeah, so it looks like you must file your nails a lot, so that's great. So we'll just get started with the tops of the nails. Okay, so it's gonna look weird at first. Your nails are gonna be kind of like, have like a white powder on them. That's because we're just kind of like scuffing them up to get rid of all the imperfections and ridges on the top of the nail. And I like to do this right before Shabbat, so that during Shabbat I can feel like I have just, I don't know, clean, presentable hands. It's something special I do each week, so if you observe Shabbat, this might be something you might want to do yourself as well. I just love when I'm reaching for challah, I can see my nice shiny nails. And it shouldn't hurt if I get your skin, but do let me know if I'm hitting your skin too much, and I'll adjust. Alright, we'll get this thumb. So yeah, as you can see, there's like a little bit of a white powder, but we're gonna get rid of that with this next step. This is gonna smooth them out a bit. Yeah, we're already getting rid of that. You have very nice nails, I can tell. You take good care of your hands. That stuff is important. Taking care of ourselves. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a lot of planes flying overhead today. And you'll have to forgive me if my voice cracks a bit. I just recovered from a case of laryngitis. Much better now. No longer contagious. So the last step, we're going to use this smooth one to shine them up. That's where they're really buffed, and that's why we call it buffing. Yeah, you can feel them, they feel smooth afterwards. It's really nice. You know, and if you can't afford to go to the salon and get manicures all the time, this is something you can do for yourself. Very cheap and easy to do. Once you have one of these things, you can do it whenever you like. Missed a spot. Okay. We're almost done. I know this part can take a little while, but when someone else is doing it for you, it can be kind of nice, a way to relax. Okay, so we're all set. If you want to just feel your nails for a second, do they feel a little smoother? Yeah, it's a nice feeling. Whenever I first buff my nails, I'm always like touching them because it just feels so smooth. Okay, so I have a lotion. And this one is called Aroma Inspire Joy, and the scents are juniper and sage. This contains shea butter and hyaluronic acid. So shea butter has been used in a lot of creams for hands. It is very soothing, and hyaluronic acid is something that's being used more and more in these types of products. I don't know the science behind it too much, but I do find that a lot of products that have hyaluronic acid are very good for if your skin is drying out or irritated. It really does help with remoisturizing them and staying moisturized. So that's why we use this one. And if it means anything to you with this company and this particular product, it's not tested on animals, it's vegan, there's no dyes, and the bottle is made with recycled plastic. That's important to some people. I find that sometimes companies have these things because it's what's trendy at the time, so I don't always buy products just for that reason, but I do like to let our clients know what products we're using. And so I'm going to let you smell this first just to make sure you like the scent. If you don't, we can find a different product. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I like it too. I think it's a really nice smell. Okay, so we're going to start with this hand. Okay. We're just going to rub it in. Does that feel nice? That's great. Get down the arm just a little bit with the excess. I'm gonna flip your hand over and we'll put a little bit more in the palm. Not too much. Very nice. Okay. And I'm just gonna give your hand a little massage. Okay. We'll start with the palm. I don't think people get hand massages too often, but I think they're important. We use our hands for everything, or a lot of us do. Just pulling on the finger gently, but not hard. Gently, not hard. I like to just kind of wiggle the segments of your fingers. Just kind of different feeling we don't get very often. And I'm just gonna rub the outside a little bit. Okay. Move on to the other hand. We'll start by first adding a little lotion. Flip it over, and I'll just add a little bit more. Oop, not too much. Just making sure we're getting everywhere covered, your arms a little bit. Then we're gonna do another massage on this hand, starting with the palms. Between the fingers a little bit. I'm gonna get the segments of the fingers again. Actually I'll pull on them a little bit. Here we go. Just gently, not pulling too hard. Again, just a feeling we don't do with our fingers and hands too often. And now I'll wiggle the segments of each finger. And just gonna rub the outside a little bit. I think getting around the knuckles is nice. Okay. And we're just ending the contact by just gently running over your hands a little bit. Transitioning your hands from being handled and touched to slowly being on their own again. And I'd like you to take another deep breath in and breathe out. I like to do book endings where we begin and end the same way. So I'm going to light one more match. And if you can recall that intention you set at the beginning of this session, you can use this as an opportunity to just remind yourself of that intention so that as you walk away today, you can carry that with you. So here we go. Just gonna think about that intention. Think about the flame going down and how it burns bright, and even if I shake it, it stays lit. And you can think of yourself as this flame as you move throughout the day. Okay. Right, and so you already were taken care of at the front desk with our secretary, so no need to stop there for anything if you don't have any questions. So you can, just when you're ready, you can get up and leave and carry on with the rest of your day. I hope that this was relaxing for you. I hope that your hands feel a little more rejuvenated and ready for the weekend or Shabbat or just another day for you. Thank you so much for coming by, and enjoy the rest of your day. Hi, thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Please comment and let me know what you think. And have a good night. Thank you. Toda rabah, Leitrot.